the sweet chin music. And I only beef over cake like Brutus. The barber and then over MIW go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You are tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news. We about to do that.
Yo, 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 we are in the house. I want to make sure my microphone is working here. Everybody can hear me. Good, good, good. So this is a little bit different than usual because if you haven't heard, my basement flooded and there's at least $10,000 or more worth of damage. So I had to make a makeshift, I don't know what you call it, studio, something like that, to be able to do MIW. I wasn't able to do we weren't able to do Rasslin Rage because it all runs from my computer because I'm the man. But anyway,
well, you're the boss man.
That's true.
Let's be honest. It's because Josh and I, neither one of us are smart enough to set that rig up. Let's be 100% honest.
Well, I mean, if the truth of it is, though, is if I showed you guys how to, like, if I helped you guys build a computer, if you had the money to build a computer and I built you or we built a computer, I could show you how to build a computer and show you how to operate it, and then I can show you how to do the show, just like I've been showing you how to do, you know, the conversions to MP4 to MP3 and to be able to load them up into Podbean and all that stuff. But all that stuff's been kind of put on hold for a little bit because obviously I have to do other things right now. Hold for a little bit. Oh, hey, hi, how you doing? So I just wanted to make sure that I have my chat going so everybody can see it. So tonight's going to be a little bit different. Usually we do flyers and all that stuff, but it's just I just don't have the time. I'm working on my basement. We got a lot of stuff going on. Matter of fact, Danny had to write the show today. So good stuff. But I want to say thank you and welcome everybody to Michigan Independent Weekly. This is episode 51, and this is technically, let's be real, this is kind of like MIW and Rasslin Rage, because typically what we do on Rasslin Rage is we do results from the shows, and then on MIW we tell you the shows that are coming up for the week. But
it's another first.
Right, so we're kind of doing both tonight because we missed Sunday night. We only have results from we know the results from XI, but we're just going to talk about a couple main points with XICW. But as we only have two results, we have Pro Wrestling All-Stars and Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling. So, and then we're going to go over a couple things from XICW. And of course, we'll give you the information that you need to attend all the shows or events coming up in the state of Michigan this weekend. Because there's two?
Yep.
Dos. But, you know, I'm your host or one of your hosts, Cody Fleming. And, you know, obviously, along with the Happy Harper, Josh Harper, and then the real deal heel, Danny Beals. And if I'm messing you up because I'm looking down, is because I have a 2-monitor system going right now, and I usually do down in the basement, but usually there's one in front of me and one right next to me right here. But the other one's downstairs, right here, not downstairs, but definitely not downstairs right now, but on the floor. So I'm kind of looking down at the guys and looking up here at you at the camera. So, hey guys.
Now, the real shame is you had that limited edition artwork that was in the basement, and you had borrowed all of my first edition comics, and those were down in the basement.
True story.
Right? For like insurance purposes, right? We had all that kind of stuff down there, and that 97-inch projection screen TV, the PlayStation 5.
What about all my stuff?
That's what I'm saying. Like you had a 107-inch HD TV down there, right?
I gotta take
Ultra
pictures.
HD.
I gotta take pictures of all that stuff, dude.
I mean, you can find it on the internet. I mean, I'm sure you have pictures in your basement somewhere.
Right, now you're totally documenting the fact that you want to commit insurance fraud, Josh.
Yeah. Well, like
The
Cody
statements
said,
made by Josh Harper did not reflect the opinions of Cody Fleming or Danny Beals.
Or MIW or Rasslin Rage LLC.
105-inch screen TV, bet you'd reflect Danny Beals pretty quick. Thank you for coming to episode 51, which means next week is 1 year of
1 year.
MIW.
Thank you, TJ. Tell him, bud. Tell him.
I'm not trying to depress them. I'm trying to make them laugh. I made them laugh. That works.
Dude, if you would have seen me the other day when I was throwing out complete sets of baseball cards.
Oh, man.
I mean, complete sets, dude. I had all the way from 1986 to like 1990 something. 98, 99.
That's hard, man.
Yeah. Anyways, enough about me.
You know, it made Cody feel better if you ring that bell.
It would.
Thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Every little thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's all you're going to say now? Okay. Also, if you haven't joined us on Facebook, go on over there and join the group. We have a group. We have a page for Rasslin Rage. We have a page for MIW as well. We do have a group for MIW where, it's not necessarily where we share all MIW stuff. It's mostly where we share stuff that's going on in the state of Michigan concerning pro wrestling or indie wrestling. So, head on over there and, we share event information. We share flyers. We share anything, videos, all kinds of stuff, other podcasts in the state that cover, or it's a different podcast from a different part of the country, and they're like, and they're interviewing somebody that's a Michigan worker. We'll post that as well. So definitely want to check that out. And if you want to share your stuff, please do that in the group. But again, it has to be Michigan indie wrestling related, not Ohio, not Indiana, not Illinois. Michigan. If it's concerning something to do with Michigan, you're on a show, you're a Michigan worker, you're an Ohio worker working on a Michigan show, cool. But if you're promoting an Ohio show, that's not the group to do it. So make sure you do that. And, you will also be able to know, when we do Road Rage Live, because we do that on the Michigan Independent Weekly page. Kind of had a little bit of a snafu this weekend. We rode in 2 different cars this weekend, and I was tagging these guys, but they were too busy chatty Cathy in the car and didn't watch my tags and didn't get in on Road Rage this week. So
we're following the rules.
Yeah, okay.
I was driving. Danny was just in the back talking.
Exactly my point.
Hey, man, since when are you a bus driver? You got a CDL?
Yeah.
Do you have a CDL?
No.
See?
What?
No bus
Why are you
driving
fucking
there.
lying? You don't follow the rules. You don't follow the rules. Bullshit. You just lied to me. You just lied to me. Bullshit. You don't follow no rules.
The bad guy is the one who follows the rules.
I called you
All
out.
right. Gimmick infringement. Never mind. Now let's get on with it. Don't forget about Podbean. Podbean is where you can listen to all of our content on the go. You can go down in the description and find 2 links. One will take you to our show, and the other one will give you a free month to do your own podcast or whatever you want to do with it. If you want to get on there and you want to sing your heart out, go on, sing. Who are we to tell you what to do?
Sing.
See, that's how much we like you. We're going to hook you up with a free month. Oh, yeah, and it's unlimited, too.
That's
all right,
cool.
Cody. I was nice. I almost threw up in my mouth, but I was nice. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right.
All right. But
don't expect it all the time.
Hey, you tried. That's all we can ask, right? But you know what I say. There is no try. Do or do not. So
I would prefer do not.
We would like to thank our sponsors, BCWA. You can find their Facebook at GoBCWA and their website, GoBCWA.com. If it doesn't get any easier than that, you just can't get any easier. That's all I say. And as always, Happy Harper Ice Cream. You'll find all their wonderful flavors on Facebook at Happy Harper Ice Cream on Facebook. So I think it's time for indies, huh?
Yep.
All right, so I got to do this. All right, when we come back, by the way, we got some new music, but it's not in here yet because I just ain't had time with everything that's went on. So
I dig it too.
Yeah, and we got one for Rage and then one for MIW. But here we go. Indies when we come back. And we're back.
Now, we've only got 2 shows this weekend, but last weekend was full of wrestling, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it, so we've got to talk about it. We had Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling. We had Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit, which Danny and Cody went to. We had Horror Slam, and we had XICW. And I mean, all of us went to XICW. Anyone went to XICW, and just, man, that was a show. Whew. Yeah.
As usual, Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling was sold out up in Kalkaska. We'll start off here. All right, it was the Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling Asshole Pandemic. The Death Threat Army, Isaiah Broner and Jack Price defeated Big Facts, Eli Shelton and Jason Page by DQ after Big Facts hit them with the titles. Rematch was made for September 12th, and that will be a no DQ.
Interesting. Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling President Mikey Zero announced that the remainder of the matches would be under a no DQ, no count out rules.
My kind of night.
Yeah. Dickie Watts defeated No Flinch Nolan Edward after reverse backstabber into chairs. Oh, man.
Ooh.
No Good Neil Gerard, which is very different from Nasty Neil. We said no.
Shut up,
good
Neil. Oh, sorry.
And Max Morrison defeated Jack Verville and Conroy the Influence Lucas after Gerard stabbed Verville in the eye with scissors.
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 That sounds something like my mom would do.
That sounds like something your mom specifically told you not to do.
Oh, my mom would have stabbed me with scissors, dude.
You think he ran with them first?
That's the only way I'm picturing. I'm picturing him going rope to rope and then in the eye.
Yep, just throw all caution to the wind and go.
It's all fun and games till someone gets stabbed in the eye with a scissor. Then
Hey, you know what, though? That's why God gave you 2.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right. Wild Heart Cole Radrick defeated the Duke of Hardcore, John Wayne Murdoch, in a 5,000 thumbtack match after a rock bottom bomb into the thumbtack. That doesn't even sound like it felt even anything close to good.
No. Anything with thumbtacks doesn't sound like it felt good at all, to be truthfully honest with you. It's not something that I'm looking forward to doing in my lifetime.
No.
I had those thumbtacks. I left one on my chair and accidentally said I'm one thumbtack. 5,000 thumbtacks?
Why didn't you tell us you sat on a thumbtack?
Because he knew we'd laugh.
Like you did. Yeah.
I mean, well, you would have laughed if I sat on a thumbtack, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I wouldn't have. No.
Lying ass motherfucker. All right, so Christopher Saint won the Scrizamble. The Scrizamble. Right? All right. Featuring Jackson Stone, Sage Phillips, Sean Tyler, I don't know, is that Bastard or is it BSTRD?
That's Bastard.
Bastard Cassidy and Braden Lee after a roll-up on a distracted Stone.
Even a distracted Stone, it's an accomplishment to roll up the Shogun.
That's for sure. Absolutely.
We also had Jamal King retain his Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling Championship over Dickie Watts.
Oh, he's pulling double duty, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what could have happened with the fresh Watts, but Watts stepped up to the match and it became an open challenge because Tony Durpin was unable to make the show. After the match, Christopher Saint attacked both King and Watts and held up the MCPW Championship.
I heard from a reliable source, one Mr. Don Holland, that was because he was there, and he said that was an amazing match.
You know what? I can see that. I absolutely could see that.
You know,
Dickie's pulling off an amazing match doing double duty.
Right.
Maybe we would be saying new champion if he was a fresh man.
Yeah, Don He's pretty reliable in match quality when it comes to things like that, and he said that it was pretty stellar. So I wasn't there to able to watch it, but I did hear. What is it? Friday? I think it's Friday. It will be available on Internet Wrestling or Independent Wrestling TV, and there is a code that you can
Chainsaw.
Mr. Chainsaw that you can get like a free week or something. So if you want to
5
check
days,
that out,
I'll probably watch it. I mean, really,
right?
I'll watch it. Now, listen, the good thing about Jamal way up there in Calcasta, ain't nobody trying to take his shoes up there.
Right.
Look, I didn't say nothing.
Can't nobody afford his shoes. Anyways.
All right. Mikey Zero's 75-year-old dad, Mr. Dombrowski, had enough of Saint's shenanigans and took the microphone saying he wanted one more match in Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling, teaming with his son to take on Saint in an anything goes match. Zero said if the people wanted it and his dad didn't care if he died in the ring, they would make sure that this match happened sometime next year.
Oh, that's great.
Now, my grandma lives in a community center, and they're on lockdown, not letting people in. So my grandma can't get visitors, but we have a 75-year-old man that's going to be in a anything goes match?
Looking to whoop some,
So before we go further, TJ Meyer pointed out that to get that free week on independentwrestlingtv.com, it's just Chainsaw.
What?
A chainsaw.
All
Thank
right.
you, TJ.
Yeah. So I just want to clarify that for everybody. So if they try to go get that free week and they end up putting in Mr. Chainsaw, and then they come back to the show and blame you, the guy in the bottom there, the real deal heel Danny Beals, it was his
Hey,
fault.
you know what? I don't care.
Fired.
Blame me. I don't care.
In the main
That's your
event.
mama.
In the main event, the lovable psychopath who had a very, very rough weekend, Tommy Vendetta defeated a different boy, Jimmy Lloyd, after a backpack cannonball through a barbed wire wrap door. That dude's psychotic. Seriously, it's not just a gimmick, dude. The dude's nuts. There's something wrong with this guy. If he goes unchecked too much longer, man, oh man, what is he going to do?
Every part of that sentence sounds like it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely, sir.
Mm-mm.
Now, on Friday, August 14th, we also had Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit. Pro Wrestling All-Stars was from the Play Atlantis in Melvindale, Michigan, and in a pre-show match, we had Rod Lee defeat Kenny Urban, Joseph Swartz, and Sean Longhorn when Rod Lee pinned Urban. It must be the energy he got from having a new ice cream named after him.
That very well could be it. He liked it too.
He wanted to make sure he set the precedent right from the beginning.
Absolutely.
To make sure this whole show was sucker free.
Right.
Yep.
Now, we had a pre-show match number 2.
Dos.
Daryl Jackson defeated old school Rick Cartier by DQ when Rick he carries around that big old chain. And when he knocked the man in with the chain, that was it.
Didn't he try to choke him too?
He choked him.
Remember, he wrapped it around and then he
Yeah,
pulled
he
it over
choked
the
him.
rope? Man, yeah.
He choked him.
So the main show was hosted by Izzy High, and we had the first match of the night, starting it out real good. We had a lot of going on. We had the mysterious Movado
Phase 5.
from Phase 5 from the planet Detroit defeated Alex Van Zandt. I like Alex Van Zandt. Here
You know
he
what?
was.
That kid's coming, ain't he?
Yeah,
Coming up.
he was kind of a bad guy here. Heel, whatever you want to call it. Not something I'm used to, but I could get used to it. He does pretty well. He's very good on the mic.
It's about time.
Yeah,
Just saying.
we're starting to see him a whole lot more in a lot more places. So.
No, I'm talking about it's about time he quit worrying about what these fans think.
Oh, okay. Right now.
Just start going and fighting.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
You know it.
Now, match number 2, we had Pro Wrestling All-Stars Junior Heavyweight Champion Jay Maynard defeats TJ Meyer to retain his championship.
I would like to point out that TJ Meyer had him beat on a couple different occasions. And if it wasn't for the assistance of one Joseph Schwartz and Randy West, he would not be champion right now.
No, I was going to say, I would
say that
TJ would definitely have something to say about the end of that match.
Yeah, it was definitely BS. However, there's a show coming up that this match is going to go down again. Now, I do hope that some management or ownership, promoters, somebody steps in and says no interference, or I'll just go on a limb here and we have a lumberjack match and no Joseph Schwartz on the outside.
It's a ladder match. It
is a ladder match. It is a ladder match.
And Mr. TJ says he's going to beat the out of Jay Maynard.
Did you say shit?
Yes.
No, he said...
Yeah, he tried to like mouth it. Like, no, just say shit, dude.
Yeah. He's going to beat him. You know...
Yeah, it is a ladder match. I'm sorry, I forgot. I can't remember everything, damn it.
Ladder match.
Good stuff. I'm excited to see that one.
Match number 3. Interpromotional Horror Slam Tag Team match. The Grey Wolves defeated Mikey Baker and Isaiah Frazier to retain the titles.
Yeah, and this was a Horror Slam title on the line at Pro Wrestling All-Stars. So
the Grey Wolves seem to have had a pretty good weekend.
You know what? They did that convincingly too. I mean, they're proving every time we see them that they belong.
Well, I heard that they lost their titles the next day, though. We don't have those results, but that's what I was told, that they lost their titles in Horror Slam. I'm not sure who to, but I've heard that they did lose their titles.
But they retained them here.
Yes.
The day before. Right, Friday, and then Saturday they lost them. So, anyways, let's see here. The next match, Pro Wrestling All-Stars Cruiser Core Champion Tanner Nix defeated Atlas Hightower with a crucifix pin to retain the Cruiser Core Championship. Here's another guy. Here's another one that's a young cat making some waves. I like the guy. I really want to see some more. I've only seen a couple matches of his live. I've seen him go a little bit. He had that tango for that first part of the match against El Ridiculoso at Total Chaos Wrestling. And then again, I've seen him here, and I've seen him previous to that before too. But, when these guys are just busted into the business, you don't see them do a whole lot. You get to see them. Nothing against him. I'm not saying he isn't. There's nothing wrong with that, but, he's a new guy, so he's going to be kicking a few L's. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in Atlas beat that man. I'm not talking about, like, that Atlas, should have won the title. Atlas beat him from post to post.
Coast to coast. Post to post.
But, hey... He retained that championship.
That's it. He got the W.
Yeah, that's all that matters. At the end of the day,
I'm always happy whenever Atlas Hightower loses. So,
well, it's always been, what I've always been told, and even in boxing or UFC, is it's harder to beat the champion. It's harder to lose the championship than it is to win the championship.
Yes.
So there's that. Now this was a little bit of BS too here.
So match number 5, the Capital Vices of Money and Sin defeated Pro Wrestling All-Stars Tag Team Champions Hot and Beautiful in a DQ. The decision was overturned. Dusty finish. Now you guys were there, so you're going to have to...
Yeah, I don't know why that came from, but...
Okay, now, yeah, the referee got knocked out.
All right.
Zeke. We're just going to call it like it is. Zeke! Another referee comes in, counts to 1, 2, 3. Zeke comes in, overturns it, DQ.
because Peter B hit the ref, or didn't he? He hit the ref. He knocked Zeke out.
Nothing.
He knocked Zeke out of the ring. That's what caused the other ref to come out. Count the 3 for the capital vices. They get the titles. They're holding them up. Bam, bam, bam. Then Zeke comes in, overturns it because he's the original ref. He overturns it, gives the titles back to Peter B and Percy, and because he DQ'd Peter B. If you really want to be honest, it was kind of smart of Peter B because they were beat. They were beat. No doubt, they were beat. 1, 2, 3, beat.
You ain't trying.
Right.
In the main event, we had the tables, doors, and more match for the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Heavyweight Championship, as the almighty Dread King Logan defeated Chuck Stein to become the new PWAS Heavyweight Champion. Now, some people might say that Rick Cartier was around there. I didn't see it.
I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking. Who's Rick Cartier? I don't know that guy. Who is that?
That's the guy from the first match.
Oh, that guy? Well, why would he come out the last match? That doesn't make sense. I mean, why would he do that? He didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't like it when you tell when both of you agree. That just doesn't seem
Didn't see nothing.
It's like turning on CNN and MSNBC and both are reporting the same story the same way. It just don't seem right.
Now, last but certainly not least, from a secret location somewhere in Pontiac, Michigan, XICW House Party 3. That's correct. These matches are not in order. So you want them in order, you run your own show for a year. I'm the boss man, and I want it this way. Don't like it? Kiss my ass. Anyways. This is how it says. So, go, Danny.
All right. We had the mysterious Movado versus Sam Beal.
Sam Beal come out with a win on that one.
Yes, he did.
Rolled him up.
I mean, is it really a win when he left the ring looking the way he did?
It's the hair, man.
Okay, yeah, so hold on. Wait a minute, Josh. He has hair. Is that why you're upset?
Extremely. I have hair.
On your face?
Yeah. I got hair in my back.
He tried to listen.
I got hair here. Look. Look, there's hair.
He tried to steal Movado's mask. And I don't know if it was just me or if you guys heard it too. The last thing I heard Movado say was, "I will cut your hair no matter what it
That's
takes."
what he said. He did say that.
So are we going to see a hair versus mask match coming up?
I'd like to see it.
Whoa. Hold the on. All right. There's something I don't want to see, and that's Movado's mask to be removed. Ever.
So you're saying you don't have faith in Movado to win?
I'm saying that I don't trust somebody to not cheat.
That's a good point.
Just saying. It's Mysterious Movado. Not only is it Mysterious Movado, it's Phase 5 Mysterious Movado.
Well, maybe he had Phase 4 mask underneath. We don't know. I ain't judging.
That'd be fantastic. Underneath is Phase 4, underneath is Phase 3.
See?
It's like a transformer.
Like an old Scooby-Doo or something.
It's like the Mysterious Movado transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russian nesting down Movado. Would that be a
Oh, that's a cool idea. That would be such a cool idea.
He's got such a huge part of a merch table. How is there not a Movado Russian nesting down?
You have to mention that to him.
Real
I'm
quick,
gonna have to.
Real quick here, guys. There's a Jeeve Mech, I think is Jeeve. Yo, Logan actually helped save my life when I was a kid. I'm eternally indebted to him. Yeah.
You know what? I can see that.
Yeah. Bow to your king. Bow to your king. Bow to me faithfully. Oh, sorry. Little Morbid Angel.
So the next match that we're going to talk about is Alex Weir with Johnny Delicious as his manager. Had an open invitation match. Whoever wanted to come out could come out.
Open.
And
come out, ran his mouth like nobody else.
Yeah, he did. And the person that came out was Jack Price. I mean, there's some old heat there from almost a year to the day.
It is. It
And,
was.
Mm-hmm.
It was a year to the day.
It was a year to the day.
Yeah. I mean, not exactly. It was like a couple days later was a year for Warrior Rampage, something like that.
Oh.
If you go back and look, hold on, I could probably look right now while you're talking there.
Yeah, I believe it was actually Monday was one full year.
You're probably right. I just remember posting a bunch of the,
Video.
the videos.
You had some good angle from that show.
Well, yeah, because that Crowfoot, man, that's where that was at. And where was that? Pontiac?
Yep.
The Crowfoot there, they have that balcony. And I was up on the balcony. So looking down was freaking amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I wish that someone would have had a camera.
It was
on
yesterday. Yesterday was 1 year.
So
August
I could have
17th.
seen you lose your mind when that happened, because that would have probably been just as entertaining as the whole match.
What, when Alex turned?
Yeah, watching you get mad about it.
Oh, dude, I was so pissed. I literally, I was standing there, and I was like, yeah, he's coming out. He's going to save the day. Ah, right? And then he comes out, and I just, no! I dropped down to the ground, had a heart attack or a stroke or something. I was shaking and shit, dude. I was fucking foaming at the mouth. Oh, man, it was crappy.
You know what? I was happy.
I do like booing Alex, though.
Well, you know what? I'd been telling him, and you both can vouch for this. I'd been telling him for a while. Quit catering to these people. I want to see Alex Weir unleashed. And
I don't know if we can handle Alex Weir completely off the chain.
Right.
Oh, dude. Can you imagine him and Tommy both absolutely just nuts off the chain tag teaming together? Come on.
Right. Now, next up, and this, again, these matches are not in order. This green screen's fucking with me. Anyway, TJ Meyer faced off against the Michigan-made monster, Mongo, who threatened people to buy his T-shirts before the match.
He was going to beat up Josh?
Yeah, he was going to beat you up, Josh. What'd you do?
That?
Oh, that's true. He did do that.
That's not very nice.
Which, I mean, that's just stating factual things, but that's not the point.
What? Don't stop that.
No.
Now.
An ex-fat dude can't call another fat dude. See, that's the only time fat dudes are going to get upset is when an ex-fat dude calls a fat dude fat.
An ex-fat dude.
I've always believed that only fat people should be allowed to call other fat people fat. Be like, okay, I'm fat, but you're dumb.
But you're damn. Not
I
today.
I don't even care if you're really skinny and you call me fat, and you've always been skinny. I don't care.
Right.
But when a fat dude who used to be fat is now not fat,
You guys are crazy.
you ain't
man.
fat. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing.
If you're skinny in Michigan, I just assume you're upset at me because you're cold.
Well, it's getting to be about that time of year where we got to start putting on the weight so we can stay warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Y'all sat there worried about your beach bod. I'm worried about my snow
That's right.
bod.
Me and Josh, we're the grasshoppers. Or we're the ants. Y'all are the grasshoppers.
I was going to say, you ain't fucking hopping nowhere.
We're the head of the game. Yeah, head of the
As long as
game.
I only got hopped 2-3 times, I can hop places.
Anyways.
Bust a hip, maybe. I don't
So,
know.
TJ Meyer got the win over Mongo.
He did. And then Mongo
Choked him.
choked the living hell out of him. But this is something that's important. TJ got up.
Sure did.
He got up.
He got the hell choked out of him, lifted up off his feet by Mongo's chain. And but TJ got up of his own accord, on his own willpower. TJ Meyer got up. And if that's not Monster Slayer energy right there.
That is
Ray
Monster
Jacobs
Slayer.
came out and he said, "This is not how we do it in the wasteland. Get up." And TJ got up.
Well, let's talk a minute for a second because I know we're going over, but when the fuck are we going to see the finishing of Proving Ground? Why aren't we finishing Proving Ground outside?
Because everybody's afraid. They know who's going to win.
Let's get it over. Let's
make it official.
Let's have the 3 teams go at it, and whoever wins, that's the winner. Let's go.
Ray Jacobs.
Yeah.
Like I'm not playing favorites.
They should have. Listen. They should have 3-team tornado tag.
Cage match.
Just let everybody go.
That's not a bad idea. I like that one. I want to, you know, as a fan, I'm still fully invested after what? I mean, when was the last one? April? No.
April?
March?
Yes.
So I'm
before the lockdown.
I'm still fully vested, dude. I'm
Absolutely.
still vested. I still want this to go down. I still want to see it. I'm still going to promo the shit out of it. I'm still going to talk about it. I'm going to still talk about the fact that we don't have a winner yet. Right?
What about if DBA threatens to stab you if you talk about it again?
I'm still talking about it. I will take that stab. I will take that stab for the team because it is fucking worth it.
I like how you say take that stab like you're not going to grab me and move me in the way.
I would not do that. I would be like, give me the stab.
All right. All right, before anybody gets really stabbed here, we had The Purge versus Capital Vices.
Capital Vices came out with the win on that one.
Yes, they did.
Very good.
But still, I mean, not the Faceless. We got the Purge back. That's a win. That's a win for us.
See, it don't matter who won in the ring. We all won because we got to see the Purge again. We got to see Justin Pilgrim.
Right?
Yeah, he made his XICW debut.
Like a boss.
Definitely.
Next, we've got El Ridiculoso came out with his special enforcer, who we thought was Jeremiah Goldmain, but it was not Jeremiah Goldmain. His special enforcer was actually Justin Dream, the Black Sheep. Willie Watts agreed to a 2-on-1 match, and then, you know, like Willie Watts does, he cheated and had Soul Taker come out.
Yep.
And after Soul Taker came out and interfered in this match, we still had El Ridiculoso and Justin Dream come away with the win on that. So
cheaters.
Really, it just comes down to when you follow the rules.
They don't follow the rules.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Josh?
Yeah.
You know I got you back when it comes to this, right?
Yeah.
El Ridiculoso. Willie Watts, we know he's a cheater. But I am not saying one dang word about the Soul Taker, brother.
Josh, do you really want to piss off another wrestler?
A Soul Taker does what he wants when he wants, and no one can stop him. He came out and interfered in that match, and that is his right. But the fact that Willie started tagging with him as if that was a sanctioned match, that's all that's going on. And mind you, Jeremiah Goldmain just pointed out the fact that he was assaulted, and that is very true. Willie Watts assaulted a non-wrestling combatant before the match even started. He attacked Jeremiah Goldmain, and then after agreeing to a 2-on-1 match, had the Soul Taker help him out. That's all around cheating. That's cheating on top of cheating.
True story.
Disagree. MM3 in the main event takes wait, no, that wasn't the main event. It was the event before the main event.
Yes.
All right. So it was the pre-main event. Okay, which I'm sure MM3 was not very happy about because he does not consider himself a curtain jerker.
Right.
But MM3 versus Jamal King. MM3 retains. What a match, too. I mean, MM3 puts on a stellar show all the time, but Jamal King, man, talk about somebody that's starting to turn it up, though. You know what I mean? Someone that's really, you know, you guys ever seen, what's that frickin' movie? Spinal Tap? You ever seen that movie, Spinal Tap?
No, I don't think so.
Well, he's showing the amplifier, and he's like, most of them have only 10. This one has 11, right? So he, like, turns it up to about 12 right now. So he's not quite all the way, but he's getting there, you know? Right. Definitely getting there.
I do like the album, though. Just saying. All right. Tag Team Noah champions. Jack Price and Adam Wick took on the XICW Tag Team champions. Jamie Cox and the DBA. Adam Wick and Jack retain. and an all-out brawl happened after DBA and Jamie Cox were attacked by the Capitol Vices, which we were like, what? We did not even see that coming.
No, because originally when they came out, they assisted.
Yeah.
And then they
helped
turned
them out.
when we thought everything was going to be hunky-dory.
Mm-hmm. Now, because of this, there was a challenge issued for the September 6th Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe Memorial Show.
Yeah, good stuff, too. Good stuff.
Let's see what happens with that.
Well, you know what? I mean, Capital Vices, you know, they've been here, they've been there. But a prepared DBA, somebody's going to get stabbed.
Someone's
going to get lit on fire.
And lit on fire, yes. There you go.
That'd be cool to watch. So Jeremiah Goldmain says he was assaulted.
Yeah, he was.
In that match.
You know what? Even I have to say that.
By the way, did you two ever work out a deal?
Hey.
I meant to talk to him about it on Saturday and then didn't.
Josh.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Okay.
Anyways. It's your turn. Go.
We're about to see two very different reactions for this next match. There's going to be me and Cody. Cody's a lot happier about this than I am. But the Dread King Logan was supposed to face Congo Kong, and that is not what happened.
Nope.
Dread King Logan came out, and then the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone came out, and we had the Dread King Logan versus Jackson Stone.
Four.
Yeah.
What was that?
For the longest reigning champion in XICW's championship belt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Champion. And after 831 days as the XICW Proving Ground champion, Shogun lost his championship to the Dread King.
Did you want to have a moment of silence?
A moment of silence, please, for the title reign of the Suplex Shogun.
Would he really want you to do that, though? Okay, silence is up.
Now let's get on to the part though.
All hail the king! After my homeboy,
Hollow,
the new XICW Proving Ground champion, shook hands with Jackson Stone, the Dread King called out the entire roster and told them to bow. When BRD, Jay Maynard, and Percy Drews attempted to strike the king, they were attacked by Mitch Hewitt, the Guru, and the Grey Wolves, now known as the Hollow. That's when the match started for the awesome three-way match, or fatal three-way, we'll call it, right? We won't call it a three-way because that's kind of kinky.
The Hollow.
So, yeah, good stuff. So, my homeboy is now the Proving Ground champion. But let me say this. Right now. I am good friends with Shogun, too. And I have a lot of respect for Shogun, a lot of respect for the Dread King. I was very surprised when Shogun's music hit because I was expecting Congo Kong. And I knew that this was hard. And the reason
it really was.
Because, not only am I a fan, but I'm also friends with these guys. So sometimes it's hard to separate that, but you have to. And I know that Shogun's off to do big things now. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see Shogun in XICW or Michigan for that matter. We'll still be able to see him on shows because luckily, when you sign a contract with Impact Wrestling, which Shogun has done, you're able to work in other promotions as well during your off time. I do know that Impact Wrestling is currently taping in Tennessee, I think. So maybe he's off to do some tapings, and maybe very, very soon we will see him on Impact Wrestling show. But again, my homeboy is now the Proving Ground champion, and also the Pro Wrestling All-Stars heavyweight champion. He's got 2 belts, technically 3.
I haven't had a chance to set my door up yet.
Say it again, Danny.
I haven't had a chance to set my door up yet, or half a door.
Oh, you got a door from the Doors and More?
Yes.
The Doors and More.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh.
What?
Get the doors!
Get the doors!
All right. Then, of course, the match we were all waiting for. I think anybody who is a fan of indie wrestling in Michigan was waiting for this match.
True story.
XICW Extreme Intense Champion Dre Jacobs faced off against the lovable psychopath Tommy Vendetta.
Now,
I was gonna say, let's talk about it before we give who won for the people who weren't there. That way they had to wait a little bit.
Well, it was all over the internet, so pretty much everybody already knows. But, I mean, first of all, the whole thing started on the show. We've talked about that several times. It started right here on Rasslin Rage and MIW. And then, you know, it was probably one of the most hyped matches we've seen this year in the state of Michigan so far.
Period.
Right.
Most hype show.
Right. And not only that, though, I seen a side of Tommy Vendetta that I've never seen before.
No.
I've never seen that side of Tommy Vendetta.
Have you seen his profile picture right now?
Yes.
If you didn't
that is a
believe-
very scary Tommy Vendetta.
Yes. If you did not believe that this Tommy Vendetta was real before, you will after you see this match.
You do now.
Now,
Go
even
ahead.
though Tommy Vendetta has taken it to a whole new level of crazy, and Tommy Vendetta's got pictures of him completely covered in blood, like Ric Flair Starcade level blood all over his face. He took it to a new level, but Warboy's still Warboy.
True.
Warboy was making Tommy bleed and literally letting the droplets of blood come into his mouth.
I would say he drank the man's blood.
Like,
dude, he eats barbed wire.
Yeah.
Right. Lovable psychopath.
War
and
boy.
they're still Warboy.
Could you imagine if these two teamed up?
Oh, destruction everywhere.
What would you call that?
Destruction everywhere.
DD or DE
or
ED. Don't call it ED.
Or you Fubar. I mean, come on now.
Hey, might be the next people to go for the Team Noah Tag Team Championship. That'd be a fun one.
Right. Now go back a minute. We had that interview with Tommy Vendetta and Jeremiah Goldmain when they were on Rasslin Rage. And remember, one of the questions that I think I asked it, I can't remember, but one of the questions I asked was, first of all, is this the biggest, do you think this is the biggest weekend you've had in your career? Of course, he answered yes. But the other thing I asked was, I think maybe you, Josh, asked this question. I can't even remember, but, do you think you're going to be able to survive against Dre Jacobs, considering you have 2 matches prior to that? One against Jimmy Lloyd in a death match, and then the other against Zach Thomas in Horseland.
Same day.
And that one against Zach Thomas was earlier in the day. Do you guys think that maybe that played a role? Because even still, after all that, after going through a death match with Jimmy Lloyd and going through a match with Zach Thomas previous the same day, he didn't look very tired to me. No, he didn't look like he was beat to shit. You know what I'm saying? He looked like Tommy Vendetta, and he looked like he was there with a fucking purpose, and he looked like he was on a mission. And I think that if we get a few more years on Tommy Vendetta with a little more veteran status, and not so much veteran status, but some more experience. Not that he needs it, but I think that match even becomes even better at that point. Do you think there'll be a rematch?
Oh,
I
they're
hope
definitely
so.
getting a rematch.
I hope so. But we said that we had never seen this Tommy Vendetta. And we've seen Warboy do some very sick things.
Absolutely.
But this Warboy, and if you remember, I said last week, my question was, did Tommy know the difference between Ray Jacobs and the Warboy? And I don't think he did.
He came ready for Dre Jacobs.
I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Oh, no, I don't think he expected this Warboy, because there was a minute there when, in all honesty, I was afraid for Tommy Vendetta. I have never. I mean, I've seen Warboy beat the holy hell out of people, and I was never really worried for their safety. I was Saturday night.
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't ready, mentally, like you say, for this version. But I think, personally, I do think that he knew what he got himself into, and I think he knew that he had to come with it, and he did. He struck hard and early.
Yes, he laughed in his face at the beginning.
Right, he came in real fast, and he kept on him.
He hit.
The problem was he let up. As soon as he let up,
go.
it gave Dre Jacobs that opportunity. And, we're talking about a guy that's got 13 years in the business. He's no slack. He's no slouch.
No.
He's been he's the extreme, he's the longest reigning extreme intense champion. And when you say extreme, that means extreme.
Yes.
He is now the longest reigning champion, period, in XICW right now.
Yep.
He is the longest reigning current champion in XICW.
Now, we have to talk about, too, that even though he and I don't see eye to eye, Mr. Goldmane was kept away from ringside.
He
That's
was.
true. Johnny Delicious
And he was not happy. He
No.
was not happy.
He was freaking out.
He was.
freaking out. Because, as it was pointed out when I did that interview with Dre Jacobs, or we did that interview with Dre Jacobs, I think it was when we were talking about we had Dre Jacobs and TJ Meyer on the show. And it was stipulated that one of the rules is there's no interference.
Mm-hmm.
So, Johnny Delicious can't get involved. And Jeremiah Goldmane was a little bit upset because there was some handoff of weapons going on from Johnny D to one Warboy. And I could hear Goldmane from the announcer booth being very vocal about that and how upset he was concerning that. Because he's like, I can't get involved, but you can hand him weapons. And he's like, I'm just, he's not involved. He's just handing him weapons.
Yes.
So
I think all of that will be why we see the rematch.
You think
This
so?
is what I say. I say we have a match between Mr. Goldmane and Johnny Delicious. And if Goldmane's able to pull out the win over Johnny D, Tommy Vendetta gets a rematch.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
I like that, but I also think I don't think there should be that stipulation. I just think we just get that match anyways. You know what I mean?
I know, we got to give Goldmane incentive to get in there with Johnny D.
I don't know. I think there should be the rematch just because it's good storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It tells the story. The whole story's there. You got Goldmane out there flipping out because, he can't get involved. Johnny D's giving weapons, and it tells a good story. Yours does too. So, I mean, you could do both. Really, you could. I just want to see the match anyway. So it's more personal.
Now let's look at the other side of this. No one said anything about Johnny Delicious coming out. Did Goldmane hide behind the announce booth?
Goldmane is an announcer for XICW. Goldmane was behind that announce table for every match that night.
Not every.
Almost.
He came out when his guy was out there.
Almost every match.
Well,
I think he was scared.
I don't. Oh! Now, see, this is why you two have such a rocky relationship. Because 1 minute you're talking about, oh, we should be cool. And then the next minute you're like, oh, yeah, I think he was hiding. Man, you're so back and forth on the fence. It's unreal, dude. You're like a politician. You might as well run for
Drinking some of
president.
that fake news Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you should run for president.
Hey, that would be a good idea.
No, don't give him ideas.
Well, hey. So now,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be afraid.
did we even tell him who won that?
The winner. Danny, you want to tell him?
The War Boy, Trey Jacobs.
War.
All right,
war,
now.
War. Oh, sorry.
To the shows we have coming up this weekend in Michigan. We have Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit.
Bing.
Yes. On Friday the 21st, a live fundraiser for the Knights of Columbus of Detroit. It's called Cheap Heat.
Chippy.
That was your nickname in high school, wasn't it?
This, as all events this weekend, every event in the state is outdoors. Scheduled to appear El Toro, Soul Taker, Chuck Stein, Phase 5, Movado, the PWAS Cruiser Core Champion, Tanner Nix, and the PWAS Tag Team Champions, Hot and Beautiful.
Hot.
Tickets for this event are just $5. Not bad.
That's
$5.
one for every phase of Movado.
That's right. Doors open at 6, bell time is 7. The address for this event is 4381 Larkin Street in Detroit, Michigan.
So you're going to give him the zip?
And it's Detroit.
48201.
201.
Man, what if they're talking to Google, right? And they're like, "Hey Google, show me how to get to 4381 Larkin Street in Detroit, Michigan." Okay, I guess. All right, never mind.
See, there you go. Waste my time.
I'm gonna waste your time, motherfucker. All right.
Now, next up, the other event we have is on Saturday, August 22nd. UWE presents No Bummer Summer, which is a lie because the summer has pretty much been a bummer. But No Bummer Summer at the Wex in Cadillac, Michigan. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a bell time of 7. General admission for this event is $10 in advance or $15 at the door. Children 3 to 12 and seniors 62 plus are $7 in advance or at the door. You can also get yourself a family 4-pack. I love UWE's family 4-packs. But you get a family 4-pack for $25 in advance or $30 at the door. Tickets are available at several locations in Cadillac, Michigan, and their Facebook page using the UWE Shop Now button. So go to their Facebook page, hit Shop Now, and you can get yourself some tickets. Set to appear are Revolution, Bruiser Mass Index, and the Irish Pub Party.
The Irish Pub. That's right
I
up your
want to
aisle.
see the Irish Pub Party one of these days, man.
I want to go
Come
to an
on,
Irish pub, like a real Irish pub, not one here in the States, like in Ireland.
Yeah. Be ready to fight.
I don't want to fight nobody, man. Why would I want to
Okay,
fight?
listen, you're going to tell me you're going to go into an Irish pub in Ireland and not say that you got into a fight while you were there?
Yeah.
You might as well
I'm
stay
gonna
home.
Go into an Irish pub and get in a fight with someone. That's
Dude, I'm a martial artist. I live by code. Come on, man.
a
But,
good point.
dude, you can't go into an Irish pub and not want to at least mix it up a little bit.
As a martial
What it's about.
artist, I can't go start a
He
fight.
might snap and actually hurt someone. Like me and you, we get in a fight. People are walking away from that fight. If I get in a fight, I might not walk away from that fight. But if Cody gets in a fight, the other person might not walk.
True
Dude
story.
punches through bricks because he's bored.
Because I'm mad.
Cody's mad.
Because I get fucking angry, so I buy
He's like,
pieces of wood and
Sawzall?
break them.
I don't need no stinking sawzall. Ah!
Like, it's on YouTube. If you've never seen it, check out the video of Cody breaking bricks. Like, nothing.
Yeah, it's on my personal, though. It ain't on Rasslin Rage.
No. But we gotta brag on you a little bit. You're a friend that we know that breaks stuff for a living.
Right. I haven't really broke bricks in a while. I would like to, but they're really expensive nowadays. Back in the day when
you get in a fight and you just punch someone in the ribs, what's a rib gonna do that bricks didn't do?
Oh, I will easily break somebody's ribs too. Easily. If I can break those bricks, imagine what I can do to somebody's ribs.
When I first started watching UFC, it was like, I think it was 2. And there was a guy who chopped another guy on the top of his head like 3 times. And then the guy finally passed out. Oh. This is when UFC was UFC, right. Real stuff. And afterward, the guy was talking about how that blow is meant to kill a man with one hit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey!
Yeah. There's a lot of things like that. Now, that's all we have. We don't have results from one of the other shows, so we're sorry about that. We wish we would have. But there just wasn't enough time to get it all done with everything that's going on in life right now. But we did what we could and made it happen. I'm actually not in my normal studio. I'm actually sitting in my bedroom with the green screen behind me so that I can do this. And I actually have a lamp, like a regular lamp, sitting on its side so I can get some light.
I feel your pain.
Right now I'm not using my normal mics and stuff that we normally use. I'm using my Yeti, which it works pretty good, obviously. But I'm set up. There's a TV down here on the floor. That's why I'm keep looking down here where you guys are. This is where the main screen is up here. And I'm running off of Wi-Fi. I'm running off of Wi-Fi right now, and I'm really surprised that we ain't had any issues because my Wi-Fi.
It did better than mine.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Well, we will be at Total Chaos Wrestling.
Yeah, I bought my ticket.
I already have my ticket too. I got my VIP to meet Enzo. So, and why wouldn't I meet Enzo? I mean, come on, man. It's Enzo Amore.
Certified G and a bona fide stud. And you can't teach that.
Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, how you doing? But good stuff.
Maybe though. Maybe you could teach it. Have him try.
Yeah, but that's all we have for this weekend. If you know any other events going on or anything like that maybe you don't see that we've posted in the MIW group, please go ahead, let us know. Post it in the group. Share it with me. Do whatever you do. Some people just send me flyers sometimes if they see them. That's cool too. I don't care. You might not get a response from me, but what?
GV just said at the last TKW show, he was the one that accidentally gave Nasty Neil too much alcohol.
You, sir. We're going to talk.
Fired.
Fired. You're fired. Anyways, what do I say now? Head on over to the group, MIW. That is down in the description. You can click a link. It'll take you right there. Click join or join group. We'll approve it. Good stuff. Head on over there. We also have a Facebook page.
Talk about joint manipulation again.
Oh, MIW has a page. It's actually at MIDUBB. You can search that, or there's also a link down there. There's a Rasslin Rage group at Rasslin Rage. Link down there. We have Twitter. We have Instagram at Rasslin Rage. If you want to buy Rasslin Rage T-shirts, you can go to prowrestlingtees.com/Rasslin Rage. If you'd like to buy MIW T-shirts, get a hold of me. I only have a few left. I have one medium, but Zeke was supposed to buy it, and he didn't give me no money. So he didn't get a T-shirt. Sucks to be him.
Frickin' Zeke.
Well, there's some people disowning him after that thing with the Capital Vices, man. So, but I have a couple 2X and maybe an extra large and a large. I can't remember. I have to look. So if you'd like one of those, and then we're gonna order some new ones with the Rasslin Rage logo in it too. So good stuff there. make sure, to contact me, Dan, or Josh, and we will get them to you at the next show that we're at or whatever. We'll meet you, something like that. Caden, go out in the living room. Again, we would like to thank our sponsors, Happy Harper and BCWA. As always, thank you to Dan. Thank you to Josh for joining me tonight for another episode of MIW. Number 51, guys. Number 51. We're not very far off from a whole year, dude.
No, next week.
I don't.
Few
Did
weeks.
Did we miss any episodes?
Not one.
Wow. Well, that's because it's on a weekday. So not bad. But
We came close. We had to, we had to do the one from my car.
Right.
I did the one in California.
Yep, the one in California.
For a minute, gave us an update from California. Update. And again, guys, thank you so much. Tomorrow we have the Purge. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we have the Purge on.
Yes.
That's going to be specifically about the Purge, and that's going to fall into the whole faction thing that we're doing. But they've reunited. I got a little kid that's about to get his butt beat. Purge tomorrow, 6:30, right here on r2youtube.com. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell. Make sure you go to Podbean. Follow us on Podbean. Click that link to get yourself a free month of unlimited hosting. Thank you for joining me again, or us, on MIW. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 for the Purge.
Later.
That's all you want to say is later?
Y'all still here?
Purges. Reunite.
You gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
So good.
Oh, you're singing again?
Yeah. I was
Oh.
happy about the Purge being back.
Oh.
You singing Reunited?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, do it. Man, I'm happy about the
At
Purge.
it and it feels so good. That's all I know. That's why I
Okay.
was the part.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30, for the Purge. 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 Purge.
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage.